is up, you guys? R.A.Moreno here, and in this video we'll be reacting to one of my favorite YouTubers, freshman advice from college students from T Pindao. He's been around YouTube for a very long time. I've watched this guy since high school. He is so funny. He is one of the, I think, like one of the best skit creators when it comes to like his videos on YouTube. So yeah, this is freshman advice for college students. I'm gonna also react to a high school one, so I'm gonna give my advice for that as well. We're just gonna, because I know students are gonna get stressed out going to college or first day of school, whether it's middle school, high school, college. But I'm gonna give some like universal tips and everything. So let's get right into it. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Recently we did freshman advice for high school students. Now we're about to do the freshman advice for the college student. Make sure you hit the like button. After the video, drop a comment of your favorite part and any extra advice the freshmen need. Also put what college you go to or what college you're going to. Represent. Let's get the video started! Do not get early ass classes. I know in high school you had to be at school at 7:15, but this is college. You're not going to be able to get up because it's not mandatory. Your parents not making you. The school's not calling your house when you don't show up. They don't care if you don't show up. They're going to get your money regardless. It's damn near mission impossible to get up at 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. And all of your other roommates don't have to get up to like 10, 11 a.m. They sleeping and chilling. Don't be late. I won't, Mom. I'm early today. I'll see you when I get home. Love you. This early ass class. Oh, my roommate's gonna sleep there.
So that's like partially true. So I would recommend looking into your classes. So I had morning class. I had a 7 a.m. class my sophomore year. Now some people be kind of laughing at me or like dreading at the thought of that. But the thing is, it depends on the student. Because some student, like for me, I had a 7 a.m. 10 a.m. and like a 12 p.m. or something. But the reason why I like those classes is because I got my class out of the way. I could get my stuff done, and that way I could do homework for a couple hours and then go straight to my job. So it was a perfect setup for me. Obviously, it's going to be different for every student. It's going to be different for what degree you have. It's going to be different for your availability. So my advice is know your schedule, know yourself, and also if you try to, let's be completely honest, if you're a type of person that stays up all night playing video games or you now, homework is one thing. Education is number one priority, but at the same time you want to be aware of who you are, because if you're going to stay up all night doing homework, or some people, I call it the chunk method, meaning you do chunk at a time of your assignment. Because some colleges, because a lot of things are online, you just turn in your assignment online. I don't know if they even do paper assignments anymore nowadays when it comes to college, but take a look at your assignment and then do chunks at a time, because by the time when it's due, on like let's say on a Sunday, and you get it done, oh, I just have a couple hours of homework left, I just got to do the last of the problems. Now, like I said, that's just one method. Another one is, just if you just want to bang it on one night, just get it done, and then that's up to you as well. But also know yourself, know your schedule, know your appointments, know your job, so that way you can work things out, so you're not so stressed and doing all of these at once. So
this is so dumb. Nobody goes back to school shopping. You can get a couple things here and there, but no one's getting all dolled up and dressed up for class. Most people are coming in there with some shorts on, a regular t-shirt, or their pajamas. Only people really get dressed is the commuters. Ooh, hello. Hey, look, man, I called you 5 times. Where you been at? I'm school for another 2 hours. 2 hours gonna go by fast, man. It's the first day of school, man. I hope you ready. Let me guess. You got your outfit laid out already. You damn straight. I got my stuff out and ready. Look, I'm gonna kill him with the fishnet shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's aerodynamic right there. Then I got the jeans with the cut in them. My thighs gonna be out, but that's for ventilation. So when the breeze hit, I'm gonna get all the breeze up in my area. And then I was gonna hit them with the Jordans, because I got 2 classes today. I was gonna switch it up on them, but I said, hell no. I'm gonna wear the floppy flips. I'm gonna hit them with the flippy flops, because that's in right now. Drake even wearing them joints. That's in right now, bro. Have safe sex. Protect yourself. If you're not having sex, that's even better. But if you're having sex, wrap it up. Protect yourself. All these damn bills. Damn it. And I can't see shit because I ain't got my glasses on. So how was your first semester of college? It was a pretty good semester. I got all A's and B's. That's good. That's good. But I got 2 STDs and mono Zika. That just came out. I just found out about that one. And a pregnancy scare. But she ended up not being pregnant. She had gas. She was getting gassy and stuff. Something wrong with you. You get that shit from your mother. You mad at not me. That don't make no damn sense. She couldn't be for real, right? Just gas.
all right, so this advice is particularly to college students, because obviously once you graduate high school, once you turn 18, you're a legal adult. Look, if you're a legal adult, do whatever you want, okay? But here's my recommendation. think about the consequence. Think of what you're gonna do. Think about the consequences, and then you better face those consequences as an adult. Okay. Now, the best way to prevent unwanted pregnancies, unwanted STDs, STI, and any other unwanted uh, consequences from intimate physical activity is abstinence. But like I said, it's all up to you. Okay, at 18 and over, out of high school, you're in college or out in the real world, do what you want, do what you please, but always think of the consequences. Think of the pros and cons. If the cons outweigh the pro at the time or in the situation regardless, I would recommend not do it. But that's just me.
Make sure y'all hit y'all teacher's office hours. So you're gonna have regular class, but each teacher has a designated time period where they're available to the students. So you can come in here one-on-one help, other classmates can come, and you can show the teacher that you're really trying. If you're struggling in a subject you already know is not your best subject, if you go to those office hours every single week, it's almost impossible for a teacher to fail you. Pleased to see you, great to see you take advantage of my office hours. What do you need help with today? I pretty much need help with everything. I guess we can just start at the beginning. All right, hey, let's get started. Chapter 1. Okay, we're here in week 12, and you've been coming to me every single week, sometimes twice a week, and you still have a 48 in the class. You know, quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing your damn face. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a C+. You do that for me? Look, I appreciate it. Please don't take any more of my class.
So I think the last part he did that for comedic effect, kind of in a sense. But you do want to take advantage of your office hours, whether it's high school or college. Take advantage of the office hours if they have it available. Schedule it, because if the teacher sees, hey, I really want to get a good grade or at least a passing grade, I really need to work on this. But also, you know, they have to follow like a rule of conduct. They have to make sure that if you fail, you know, you fail. There's no way around it. Now, of course, they might have a bit of sympathy for you because, you know what, you came to my office hours, so maybe I can give you a little bit of something to work on your grade, sure. But most professors and most teachers in general, they have to follow their integrity. They have to follow their rule of conduct. It may not look good on their record. It may not look good for the school, but an honest teacher is what I would rather take than a teacher that just passes a student along the system. That's just me. So.
Friends with the cafeteria people, this is important. I used to go eat lunch or dinner and it was all you can eat, but I wanted a to-go tray also. But if you got a to-go tray, you can't eat inside. You just gotta get your food to go, because you can't hit them with the double whammy. But if you get in good with them, you can eat dinner, and then you know around 10:30, 11, you're gonna get hungry again. Now you got your to-go box.
Let me get your lunch card, please.
Oh, no, teachers eat free, don't they?
Take your cheap ass in there and get something to eat.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Let me get your lunch card.
Oh, here you go.
Go ahead and take that damn hoodie off. You inside.
Sorry.
Next, lunch card, please.
How you doing? Good evening. Here you go, man. I was wondering if I could get a to-go tray.
Oh, no, baby. If you're going to eat all you can eat, you can't also get a to-go tray.
I understand. It's just sometimes I get a little hungry late at night, eating at 7. You know, I just want a midnight snack sometimes.
Well, you are respectful and you do speak, so I'm going to let you slide this time.
Thank you.
Give me some sugar.
But if you have a boy...
All right, so for that one, like I said, I'm gonna try to like compress all this down in my video with this reaction. But yeah, you also want to make sure you want to be careful with how much money you spend at the place, because so at my college we have our ID cards, but our ID cards also works as a form of payment. So so we have a meal plan, and then so let's just say $1,000, but it's $2,000 for the entire year. So there's 2 semesters, $1,000 each for the semester. So, but you want to be careful because some places are more expensive than others. And another thing you also want to be careful of is also how you spend it, because some places are just more expensive than others. You know, Chick-fil-A might be more expensive than Subway, or Panda Express might be cheaper than, you know, Chipotle or whatever. So you just want to be careful of how you spend. And if you want to splurge on your friends, I'm not saying don't have fun or anything, but you also want to be careful of how you do it. You know, like every once in a while, you know, like, you know, it's end of the semester, you know, I have like a few bucks left, sure, why not? But if you're doing that every other week, your money's gonna go away fast, unless you have a job on campus or you have some kind of fixed income coming into your account, or some kind of income outside, external, whatever. You know, your meal plan is not gonna last that long. So just be careful with your money, okay?
Boyfriend or girlfriend, and you go to their dorm room and y'all about to get busy, somebody about to get their ankles snapped loose, baby. 9 times out of 10, their roommate is not asleep.
I'm gonna skip this part for obvious reasons. And do not do that. You can actually get in trouble for that. So if you want to get in trouble, that's you. remember, think of the consequences.
There's too many distractions. Time management is essential. Learn how to manage your time and figure out what's important and what needs to be taken care of. Organization is key. I'm not just talking about a clean road. That's included, but be organized. Commuters, I touched on this earlier. There is no such thing as you being early. I don't care what school you go to, there is always no parking. And then when you park in certain areas, they be trying to hit you with those $25 to $50 tickets. Hell no! Come hella early, find a parking spot, and just chill. My last little quick tip to the people who stay on campus. You need a treasure chest in your room with a lock on it, because roommates have company, roommates themselves get sticky fingers, and stuff comes up missing. Even food. Yo, did you eat my muffins? I had some muffins. My mom left some. Oh no, man, I haven't seen it, man. I don't even eat muffins like that. I'm allergic to muffins. Yeah, I don't really eat muffins. I keep an eye out for the muffins though. It's weird. Nice shirt, by the way. Appreciate it. There are no class clowns in college. People are paying their own money for college. I'm talking about thousands of dollars a year. It's not cool anymore to disrupt class or interrupt the teacher. People are really trying to focus. What? Hell no. Hey, look, man. Hey, can you chill out with the talking and text messaging? My bad, bro. Look over some of these notes before the class starts. Wait till the teacher gets in here. I'm gonna roast her ass. No, the hell you not, man. Nobody got time for no roast. Look, I pay like $12,000 a year in tuition. You messing with my money and my education. I suggest you back up 50 feet. 50 feet. Thanks for watching the video.
All right, so yeah, there is really no class clowns. I mean, I'm not saying like, poke a joke here and there, but there are literally no class clowns, because it's amazing, because that 3 to 4 month transition high school to college, you're a completely different person. Some parts are still the same, obviously, because you're not going to change right away, but it's amazing because at least that's what I saw in the transition I saw when I went to college. I mean, there were really, some students of course talked, and were distracted, but in the end most of them were like, you know what, I need to get my degree. I finished high school, I got to get my degree as soon as possible. 4 years, but yeah. So let's get on to the high school advice.
Guys, I've been having a tough time because people have been saying my intro is corny and the reason why my channel isn't growing. And I have a message for those people. Take y'all ass in the middle of the street and quit karaoke in traffic. With another video, baby! R.I.P. headphone users. Welcome to high school freshman advice.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Okay, off the top, let's address book bags, backpacks, the things you put your schoolwork in. There is no reason why you need to pack all your damn books in one backpack. You're not even gonna need all those books. Go to your teachers first and figure out which books are gonna be used, which teachers are gonna let you leave the book in the classroom. Don't have no heavy ass book bag.
Look how big that damn book bag is. He got the whole library in his bag. That's a flotation device on his back. Poor back. You pray for his back, y'all. Pray for his back.
Do not come into high school with that damn scooter luggage. I'm about to get on a plane book bag. Do not do it.
Don't come up into school with this damn...
Okay, so I knew a guy in high school who did that, and I'm not gonna lie though, like I thought it was unusual, but I thought it was a smart idea. I'm like, he has all his books. He's not straining his bag, and guys, like textbooks are heavy. I don't care if you're a quarterback. I don't care if you're a scrawny guy. Like those things are heavy, and I thought it was kind of smart. It was kind of unusual, not weird, but unusual. But I think it's because we're so used to backpacks nowadays, at least from what I've seen. Because I've seen photos from back then, and they had some better bags back in the day. So I think those were more. I don't know if they were more common. I would have to look that up. But obviously not like a luggage like this. But it is. But I thought that was a smart idea. So yeah. But just if you want to carry a backpack, go right. If you want to carry this, well, some kind of bag you stroll around, go right ahead. But yeah, so I know in college, like I've seen some people with wagons, believe it or not. So hey, whatever floats your boat.
Roller thing on. You're not going to the airport. You shouldn't have that many damn books. That's all the books in the city. And where the shoes at? That's just ratchet. Old plie hit at.
Ladies, y'all gonna try to be cute and wear no book bag because it's gonna mess up your outfit. It's not gonna coordinate. So you're gonna try to put all them damn books on one arm. Your whole damn arm is about to fall off. Y'all probably looking like you're doing a Harlem shake and somebody hit pause.
This what y'all gonna look like trying to be cute with no book bag. Your whole arm about to fall off. Body on a whole slope lane up. You think you're cute, but you're not, because your arm is dead. R.I.P.
Don't come into high school trying to impress people with jokes, and the jokes are the throwback Thursday jokes, the ancient jokes, the jokes that used to work in middle school. That's not gonna work in high school. Stay under the radar, just chill. Hey, new student alert. Hey, what are those? First of all, these are Yeezy. Second of all, chill out with them old ass 2014 Vine jokes. That shit ain't funny. Man, go sit down somewhere. freshman. You just cursing at everything. Gotta be in detention at least. Alright, the hallways are gonna be lit. When the bell ring and you're in the hallway, that's when you're gonna see everybody. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. You're gonna see that fine ass senior that look like she's 24 years old. She be in the hallway smooth, walking, speaking to people. Hey, what's up, bro? You good? Hey, alright, man, I'm hollering at you. Yeah, fifth period. Don't be in the middle of the hallway standing there reading your schedule like you a damn roadblock. Damn, I'm trying to figure out where these classes at the school is huge. That's my bad, baby. You ain't gotta talk about my head like that. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Damn, y'all got cars in y'all hallways? What kind of school is this? Freshman. Now you went through puberty, you probably got a couple little hair up under your armpits, some hair down there. Tame that. But most importantly, hygiene is essential. Wash your ass. Put some deodorant on. Put some soap on your body. Get behind the ears. Get behind the ears.
Oh yeah, and if you play sports, especially, yeah, please, wash yourself, please. Like, I mean, I shower like personally twice a day. One in the morning and one at night. And I work at a burger place, and you don't want to smell like beef and fries after 6 to 8 hours of work. So. Just please, hygiene is key, guys. Brush your teeth, wash your hair, get some good soap. Okay, so. But especially if you play sports or if you work out a lot, trust me, you will gain better attention as long as you have general good hygiene, okay? And wash your laundry as well. That's another big part. So.
Sorry, I'm late. God dang, what's that? I don't smell like sweaty balls. We had ran out of soap at the house. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Please, excuse yourself.
Quick side note from the freshmen, don't go out of your way to impress people or try to impress people. Focus on your schooling and your grades, because after you leave high school, you're not going to talk about 80% of them people. They don't matter. Don't force the friendships. Don't do extraordinary stuff to be accepted. Be yourself. Moving right along. Do not send nude pictures. Do not send the butt-naked nude pictures. You heard it here first. If you go ahead and you don't want to listen and you do it, watch what happens to your ass. Oh my God, somebody did this guy. Isn't that him right there? Oh my God, that is him. Hey, yo, freshman. I think your news just got leaked. Never send news, bro. Especially with your face in it. Bro, you gotta shade that down. It looks like a jerry curl on your knee. Get involved some type of way at school. Be a part of a sports team. Be a part of a club. Do some fine arts. Do something. Don't just sit around and do nothing. Hey, yo, come on. We about to be late. Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna catch up with you. Hey, what's going on, man? Everything straight? Please leave me alone. I feel safe here. All right, hey, enjoy that tree for the next 4 years.
This is not a test.
Hey, let me hit you back, man. I just ran into my girl.
Hey,
What's up, babe? Why you look so sad?
because I just found out I'm pregnant with your baby. This means you're not gonna be able to go away to college. You're gonna have to stay here and get a job and help me pay for this baby. And pretty much your whole life is over. And even though you live at home, I might have to move in with you and your mama, and we all just stay under the same roof together.
Yeah. So now my advice to high school is do not. So here are my 3 rules, my 3 general rules for high school students. Now for guys, the third rule is gonna switch. First rule: don't do drugs / don't drink underage. Do not do that. Okay. I don't care what other country says. I know Europe is like their legal drinking age is a certain age. In America, if you live in America, the legal drinking age is 21. Okay. I know some people might say the rule, oh, that's BS, whatever. Unfortunately, it's the law for you guys, okay? We have to follow that law. If you get in trouble, like I said, you knew the law and you knew the consequences. And it's up now, you have to face the consequences like a grown person. Number 2, keep your grades up. Like, for me, just keep your grades up. A, B average. I know some, C's, whatever. But as long as you don't have D's and F's, I know some parents and some students luckily don't accept B's, but keep your grades up. Keep a good GPA. And number 3, for the gentlemen, in high school, let me repeat that. In high school, do not get a girl pregnant. For the ladies, don't get pregnant. That's my advice, okay? Because once that happens, your life changes forever, okay? I'm not going to get into the whole debate of the other stuff, but yeah, my advice, don't do drugs, keep your grades up, For the gentlemen, don't get a girl pregnant, and for the ladies, don't get pregnant. Okay? Once you graduate high school, you're 18 and you're a legal adult. Now you're free to do whatever you want. That does not excuse you from the consequences, though. Okay, that does not excuse you from the outcome. So now we're gonna. All right, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna now give you my tips. What is up, you guys? So this will be my advice for high school and college students because it's going back to school event. I know it's already started, but some people are going to start a little later. So I decided to do it as soon as right now for the first month, August. That's usually when the first month of school starts. So my first rule of advice is know your schedule. Know when your classes start. Know your locker combination. Know how long it's going to take for you to commute or to get there. Know your schedule, okay? And if you have a locker, know your combination. If you're a college student, make sure, hey, you know what? If you're at a certain dorm or apartment, know how long it's going to take for you on a scooter, bike, walking, whatever it's going to take for you to get to that building. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Number two, respect the rules of the classroom. Respect your teachers, respect the rules of the classroom, because if the rule says no cell phone, unless the teacher specifically says you can use it for a specific task, then no phones, unfortunately. Now, it's a bit different in college because you are allowed to use your computers or like your phone to look some stuff up, but I would recommend also not to abuse it because obviously most people are familiar with this at this point. When one person does something, causes a big trouble, the majority gets in trouble. Okay, that's not fun. All right, it's not fair for the minority to do something and then the majority fails at it or gets punished for it. So my advice is respect the rules, and unless the teacher specifically says you're allowed to do this specific task under these specific circumstances, I would just respect the rules at all time. Number three, also know the dress code. Okay, now it's gonna vary because you might go to public school or private school, and in college, obviously, it's not really that big of a deal. But also be presentable. Okay, now when in public school, I know it's gonna be a bit different because you're allowed to wear whatever you want, but be appropriate, guys. Don't abuse it. There's a reason why we have dress codes, but because some of the dress codes that you think are the rules are BS or kind of what is this? It's because one student, like I said, the minority had to ruin it, had to break the rules, and then now everyone has to follow them. Okay. And if the dress code says no hoop earrings, no hoop earrings. If they say no rings, no rings. If they say no torn jeans, no torn jeans. I'm sorry, guys, that's just what the rules are. That's just what the rules are. Another one for college dress code is a bit different. Obviously, you want to be careful what you wear in terms of not looking disheveled. But here's the thing: you can dress however you want, but how you dress is what's gonna project onto the world how you look. Okay. So, but if as long as you have good general hygiene, you cut your hair, you wash your face, brush your teeth, you do your laundry, obviously take good showers, and you look presentable, that's going to bring more positive vibes to you. That's going to bring out more positive feedback to you than anything else. Okay. Another thing, respect your teachers. I know I kind of mentioned that before, but when I say respect your teachers, I'm not saying like be a kiss up to them. Don't be a suck up to them or be a teacher's pet. What I am saying though is that know your teachers' rules, know what their policies are in their classroom, and then also as part of this, know your teacher's office hours in high school and in college. Take advantage of those office hours. Hey, listen, I really need to get a passing grade, or this isn't my best subject. I really want to take the time to study, but I don't know where to start. Most good teachers will sit there with you and be, you know what? Yeah, let's sit down. We'll work on it. I guarantee you, your perception of that teacher is going to change. You might have thought that teacher kind of sucked or was not good. Guys, I've had great teachers, but I've had some obviously I've had bad teachers. There's bad people everywhere, but I've had some great teachers. And just by sitting down, reading the material and being able to process it better because of the teacher's help. Some subjects were obviously harder for me, obviously, but it helped me a lot and it gave me a better perception, a lot bigger respect for that teacher. Okay. So for college students in particular, when it comes to your meal plans, be careful how much money you spend, because so let's just say you sign up for the $2,000 meal plan, which is a lot, but it's split up in the 2 semesters, $1,000, $1,000. Okay. And the reason for that is because, that's what you paid for. Now be careful how much money you spend, because once that money's gone, unless you have a job off campus or unless you have like your family members are willing to give like an extra boost in your account. Other than that, once that money's gone, it's gone. And this is a good opportunity for you guys to at least get the hang of a basic cooking. Okay, some dorms, well, I would be careful with this. I know some dorms may allow hot plates. I don't know. Don't take that word for word, but some colleges don't because it's a fire hazard. But I do know some colleges actually offer like a small kitchen area. So guys, learn how to. There's millions and millions of how to cook videos and very easy videos to learn how to cook on YouTube. And get a cookbook, get it for free, a PDF on your phone. Learn how to cook. That's one of the. And trust me, you guys, gentlemen, especially if you want to impress a date, if you know how to cook a really good meal, man, ladies, you got a man that can cook. So, but for high school students, if you have a job, outside of school, guys, here's the number one thing. Number one, your schoolwork comes first. Your education comes first. Do your assignments. And then do your extracurricular, and then do your job. School comes first, okay? You can get any other job, okay? And you're probably thinking, man, I want a new iPhone or a new laptop or new shoes, whatever. Guys, your school comes first, okay? All the other things come later, okay? If you have if you have swim class or martial arts class or basketball, or if you want to go to your video game session, whatever, your school comes first, okay? For both high school and college, or any grade level at that matter, your school comes first. So, and then another thing, for college parking, just, like I said, this is why you have to time it out. Very early morning, you're going to get a lot of space because not a lot of people like to do early morning classes. Around afternoon, that's when it gets really packed because that's when the most classes happen. But just be careful. When you are what's another thing I can tell you guys? Yeah, take proper notes. Make sure your materials, your notebooks, your paper clips, markers, erasers, your binders, your syllabus, everything you have, make sure it's in an organized place where you can take it out right away, get your notes, because a good mind comes from you have less fear when you're more prepared. Okay. And another thing is know yourself, meaning know your health. Okay. Because, in college, especially, you'll see a lot of Bang energy drinks, Red Bull, Starbucks, Coffee Rain. And look, I'm guilty of that. I drink that stuff, but know your limit. Okay. Limit to just one. Okay. And every time I drink, even no matter if it's a can of Bang or one small can of Red Bull, guys, I always drink half a gallon to a gallon of water because energy drinks are not the healthiest option for you to drink. Coffee is actually a lot better. But even then, drink a lot of water, especially out here in Arizona. It's dry and hot as hell here. So, because energy drinks and anything caffeine related is what you call a diuretic, if I remember correctly. It means is that you urinate more and you're losing more fluids. So please, please, please drink your water, drink your fluids, okay? And water is one of the best things, is the best thing you can drink. Okay. Another thing I can say is get your sleep. Okay. My honest opinion, 6 to 8 hours. Okay. I can survive off of 6.5 hours of sleep at the very least, but optimal time 7 to 8 hours. Okay. That's why do your homework first, then schedule whatever else you want to do. Okay. If your bedtime is at 9, bedtime's at 9, bedtime's at 11. It's going to vary from person to person, depending on what classes you have and what you have aligned. But make sure your sleep gets prioritized. Okay, 6 to 8 hours is optimal in my opinion. And then, so what's another thing? Oh yeah, know your habits. Meaning, if you're the type of person that knows you stay up late, a homework is a bit of an exception because you got to get it done. Understandable. Your education comes first. Nobody's really gonna fault you for that. But if you stay up all night playing video games or watching movies, Netflix and everything, and you're like, you got to cut it back. So if that's if cutting back means 2 or 3 hours, but that's 2 or 3 more hours, you'd be more productive or getting more sleep. I think that's a win-win. Okay. Another thing is so the last part is kind of change from high school to college. So my number one rule is keep your grades up. Remember, education comes first. Keep your grades up. Okay. It may be different for you. It maybe mean all A's, or some people just know D's or F's. So you might have, A, B, C, or just A's and B's. It varies, but keep your grades up. I know some parents want you to have straight A's. Some students just want straight A's, which is great. But, make sure you know what you need to do to get those grades. Number two, don't do drugs and do not drink underage. I don't want to get in. I don't want to hear the argument like, oh, other countries have underage drink, or like, like 16, 18 year old drinking limit. That those are other countries. We're not going to get into that. Okay. In America, the law is 21. I know some people say that rule is BS or whatever, but that's just the rule. That's the law. If you decide to break those laws, you are going to be responsible for that. Okay, so you better take it so you know the law. The drinking age in America is 21. If you get caught and break that law, okay, and you get caught by officials, you better be prepared to answer some questions. And I guarantee you, they're not going to be pretty. They're not going to be great. Okay, best way to do it, just avoid it. Easy as that. If you go to a party where there's drinking, well, first of all, I wouldn't recommend going. But if there is drinking, don't drink. Simple as that. No alcohol in your system, you're free of trouble. Under the age of 21, and then I drank, so don't do that. Do not do that. Okay. uh and then part of that is don't do drugs. For the first rule, the second rule is don't do drugs. Guys, I've seen, like, I've done research on drugs such as fentanyl, or other opioids like morphine, heroin, cocaine, meth. Those things are very, very detrimental to your health, and they're very, very bad. They're very difficult to get out of addiction. So I would not. If someone offers you drugs, best thing to do is say, first of all, say no to drugs. Second of all, I would avoid that person, because if they offer you drugs such as heroin, meth, cocaine, whatever, I would stay away from it in general. Just stay away from it. That's your best bet. Okay, it might look cool now, but it's not going to be cool later. That I can promise you. Okay, and third rule, and this one's for the ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to switch a little bit. Gentlemen, do not get a girl pregnant. Okay, if you're in high school, do not get a girl pregnant. I'm going to say that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Ladies, don't get pregnant. Do not do that. Okay, once that happens, the dynamic of your life is going to be changed for however you want to categorize it, however you want to see it. Once you get pregnant, okay, your life changes. Okay. We're not going to get into a whole debate about that, because I know how messy that can get. But my honest thing to say is, make sure your grades stay up. Do your homework. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Slash, don't get. I'm sorry. Don't drink, and don't do drugs. Okay. Don't drink underage. Don't do drugs. And uh, gentlemen, don't get a girl pregnant. Okay. And ladies, don't get pregnant. Respect each other's spaces and their rules. Okay. And once you get to college, once you get to college, and you're 18 years old, a legal adult, you're free to do whatever you want. However, you're not free of the consequences that come out of it. Okay. So those are my advice. I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, so let me get to the story of what I happened my freshman year in high school. Okay. So I went to a Christian boarding school, and so think of the class. So the classrooms are scattered around the campus. So think of each classroom. It's one story. Think of it like quadrants: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I was in one of the quadrants. So one classroom was vacant, one classroom was locked, and the other one was so my history teacher, let's call him Mr. T. Okay. This was November of 2014, my freshman year. Okay. Now keep in mind, Mr. T, he's still married. His wife was pregnant at the time with their first child, so he was under a lot of stress. Okay. Here's how stupid I was. I went to his classroom, and what happened was, I interrupted this class. I interrupted this class. I was stupid, and basically I barged in, because what happened was I was working for one of the teachers. So at the boarding school I went to, you were allowed to work with the teacher or work for the school. So the work, you could work for money, and it goes towards your tuition, which was great. So I had to clean my one of my teacher's classroom, but the vacuum cleaner that was usually in there wasn't in there. So like I said, the classroom was vacant. One was vacant, one was locked. So the other one was Mr. T's classroom. I barged into his class. I asked Mr. T, "Hey, Mr. T, do you have a vacuum cleaner I can borrow?" And he was mad. Obviously, I interrupted his class. So what happened was, he basically got mad, and he said, "I'm sorry. Did you just interrupt my class for a vacuum cleaner? The only person that can interrupt my class is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ himself, or somebody informing me about my pregnant wife. Other than that, get out." Now, here's how stupid I was as a freshman in high school. Okay. Not even 5 seconds after I left the classroom, I was like, I think
maybe it's because I didn't knock. That was rude of me. So what did I do? As soon as I got out, oh, maybe it's because I didn't knock. Hey, Mr. T, can I get a vacuum cleaner? And he was like, and he was pissed after that. He was mad. You could see smoke coming out of his ears, and he basically said the same thing, but much worse, right? But the thing is, like, here's the thing. One thing I will say for sure is I don't tolerate teachers humiliating students. I really don't. I've had great teachers, and he was one of them. He was a great teacher. As a teacher, amazing. For what he did though, for humiliating me, that kind of took a couple notches off. But I don't tolerate teachers humiliating students. I don't tolerate students disrespecting teachers, but at the same time, I don't tolerate teachers humiliating students. I personally don't. I know what that's like, and I really don't like that. Okay, so my advice for students is respect your teachers, and teachers also get to know your students. I would say the same thing. Students get to know your teachers, and teachers get to know your students. Respect each other. Okay, and but in the end, guys, your teacher's your teacher. Your teacher says you have to do, or like within reason, do it. Of course. Okay, so because you're still your own individual person. Okay, you'll be thinking for yourself, and you have your own opinions, whatever. But in the end, respect your teachers, and teachers, I would hope you would respect your students. Okay, you may not agree, you may disagree on a lot of things, but in the end, you have to make the classroom work. Okay, you guys are a team. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are my tips. So.